For starters, my name was Sean O'Brien, and it was Jonathan. How do you say your last name?
Geach.
And I got you down for 5 + 1, 6 laps, right?
Yep.
In an Audi R8. All right. Now, as you can see, we got the mirrors, and they're all set up for me. I'll be watching what's going on behind us. If there's a car coming up on us quick, I'm going to turn on the hazards. I'll place my hands on the wheel, and I'll instruct you which side of the track to be on for that pass to happen safely. If we're coming up on a car that we're going to make a pass on, they're going to show us that same courtesy and turn on their hazards. I'll place my hands on the wheel, and I'll instruct you to pass either on the right or the left, all right? When we're out on track, I'll be pretty much talking to you the whole time, giving you tips and pointers, helping you improve. One of the things that's really important is that you just carry good constant and consistent brake pressure all the way through that braking zone. It's going to help keep the car balanced and predictable for when you need to turn in. Then, as you turn in, you balance all the way through your corner. Once you get to the apex of the corner, you start to squeeze back onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, ending up at your exit point. Once you end up at that exit point, steering wheel's back to straight, car's pointed in the right direction, squeeze to full throttle, all right? I'll let you go as fast as you want, as long as you're doing things right.
Sounds good.
All right, the last thing is just eyesight, so important. Keep your eyes up, look in those couple steps ahead. You want to avoid that tunnel vision effect. You're getting fixated on one point. Look through your corners, look where you want to go. Now, turn the wheel 1 full rotation to the right. Keep going, halfway there. Oh, uncross your arms.
I don't know. I thought they told me not to.
Oh, when we're out on track, yeah. So right about here. For now, obviously, we got to make a couple tight turns, especially when we get on the
so
track.
I'll drive normal.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
exactly.
they've been like, hold your hands right there.
Yeah, pretty much when we get back on track, you're going to want to have your hands at 9 and 3. Now, place your hands at 9 and 3, and I'll show you why. 1, mobility. It's going to give you the best mobility around the track. All right, you're going to be able to make every single corner with your hands like that. 2, you have your paddle shifts located right here attached to the steering wheel. So in order to do any gear changes, they're going to have to be there. Now, I can walk you through the gear changes while we're out there, but the car can also be driven in automatic. Which do you prefer?
Let's try out manual.
Okay, cool, no problem.
Right.
So we're only really going to be using about 3rd and 4th gear. All right, I'll simply say upshift once or downshift in this braking zone. All right, so don't overthink it. We're not doing gear changes in every single corner. As another side note, I'll never ask you to make a gear change in the middle of a corner. Okay, pretty much always going to be straight.
Yep.
Other than that, do you have any questions?
No, I think we're good.
All right, foot on the brake. These folks pass. Upshift once to put it into gear. Good, all clear on the right. Let's start to pull on out. Make your way down pit lane here. Go all the way down to that speed limit 200 sign. Keep on going, keep on going. Like I said, you're going to go just a little bit past this speed limit 200 sign on the barrier. I'll check the track to the right to make sure it's clear. Eventually, you'll head over to the left. Hold right here. 2 cars coming. One of them's actually pitting. After the silver Mercedes will be all clear. Start to turn the wheel to the left. And let's head on to track. Right through the blue cone. Straighten on out. Hands back at 9 and 3. And do your first upshift. That's it right there. Perfect. Now, at this green cone, that's where you're going to start to turn it into the right. Crossing over the track towards your apex, starting to squeeze onto the throttle and unwinding the wheel, exiting to the left. Shift. All right, good. Keep going. And upshift again. All right, nice job. So coming into this braking zone, you apply the brakes, downshift once, and turn it in. Get down there nice and tight, down towards your apex. Start to squeeze onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exit all the way to the left. Throttle all the way to your next braking zone. And then start to apply the brakes again. Start to turn it into the right. Turn in a little bit sooner. Back onto the throttle. And then keep it tight and to the right. A little bit of brake pressure here and then turn in left. Good. Back on throttle. And exit wide right. Work your way to the left and then apply the brakes. Start your turn in. Balance the car all the way around. Squeeze back on throttle, exit middle of the track, and then work your way to the right. Start to turn it into the left. Back on throttle. Go straight through. So drift all the way out to the left and then start your turn in. All right, keep it tight to the right here. Got a car on our left. We're gonna get back onto the throttle in 3, 2, 1, and go. Upshift. Keep going, keep going. Upshift again. Good. Start to apply the brakes and downshift. And turn it in. Hit the brake. You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
I think I hit the wrong thing.
Yep, you got it. You're good. All right, back onto the throttle. So keep going, keep going, keep going. And apply the brakes. Downshift. And start your turn in. Keep it tight and to the right. Back on throttle. A little bit of brake. Good. Turn in left. Back on throttle. Now let the car come out wide. So it's back on throttle this whole time. And now start to apply the brakes. Start your turn in. Back on throttle. And work your way to right. Start to turn in left. Throttle straight through. So come all the way out to the left-hand side. And then turn it into the right. Squeeze back onto the throttle and unwind the wheel, exit to the left. Good. Start to apply the brake and downshift. Turn it in. Back on throttle. And then unwind the wheel, exit left. Throttle all the way down. Alright, brake. Good. Come off the brakes, just turn it in. Back on throttle. Keep it tight right. A little bit of brake. Turn in. Throttle. Exit wide. Let the car come all the way out. Stay on the throttle all the way through here. And now start to brake. Off the brakes and turn in. Back on throttle. And work your way to right. Just that touch of brake and turn in left. Throttle straight through. Drift out to the left. No braking here. And now turn it in. You just need a little bit of brake. As we start to build up more speed, just a touch of brake. It's really not so much to slow the car down, it's more so just to set the front end up with some more front grip. Shift. And brake. Start your turn in, off the brakes. Just focus on steering. Now start to throttle and unwind the wheel. Good. Brake, downshift, turn in, keep it tight to the right, back on throttle. A little bit of brake and turn in left. Back on throttle. Let the car come out wide right, stay on the throttle all the way through. Work your way to the left, nice and smooth. Start to brake, and now start to turn in. Keep turning in, looking through that corner all the way down. Look at that, your next section. Gathering all that information you can. Just that touch of brake here, and then turn in left. Back on throttle. Go straight through. Come all the way out. No brakes right here. Turn in right. Back on throttle. Start to unwind the wheel. Shift. Brake. And turn in. Back on throttle. And unwind the wheel. Car's got a good grip, doesn't it?
Wow, that's impressive.
And apply the brake. Downshift once. And start your turn in. Off the brakes. Back on throttle. Keep it tight and to the right. Just a little bit of brake pressure. Turn in left. Good. Back on throttle. Just keep building up that pace. And work your way to the left. Nice and smooth. Now start to brake. Turn in a little bit later though. Now turn in. Now you can get on the throttle a little bit earlier because you got the car rotated and go, go, go. A little bit of brake and turn in left. Throttle straight through. Come all the way out to the left. Turn it into the right.
Kill my speed there.
Back onto the throttle. Throttle all the way down. Wait to pass. Throttle. You got it. Just want to make sure you saw us first. Keep going. Upshift.
That's what I was waiting to.
No problem. Brakes. Turn in. Come off the brakes. Just steer it. Good. Back on throttle. And start to unwind.
Wow. That felt really fast.
Apply the brakes and downshift. Turn in. Come off brakes. Keep it tight and to the right. Back on on throttle. Just that touch of brake here and turn in left. Good, back on throttle. Balance the car, exit wide right. Keep going, work your way to left. And apply the brake. All right, this time you're gonna stay to the left side of the track. We're gonna exit right in between these two white cones. You're gonna go up and over this hump and then all the way down pit lane here. All right, nice job.
Man. That was awesome.
You know, start learning the capabilities of the car, learning the track. It's those two things right there. Learning that smooth racing line, building up that pace. And, you know, that's pretty much what happened out there. So, nice job. You can see, once you start going, wow, man, this thing has some serious capabilities.
Yeah.
It just starts to kind of come, you know, and you know, smooth things out. Make your way around the back side of the tent. And turn it in to this first stall on the right. How'd you like that?
That was awesome. That was really, really awesome.
Good. Pull it on forward. And turn the wheel all the way to the left. So yeah, really nice job out there. Are you driving any other cars? You thinking about it?
I'm doing the AMG.
The SLS right here?
Yeah.
All right, awesome. It's gonna be a little
I wish I'd done that one first, but that's all right.
Yeah, that one's probably gonna be a little bit more of a handful.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Right.
It's a good sounding car. It's got a whole lot of speed, a whole lot of torque. But let's go get you checked in for that next car.
Thanks, man.
All right, brother.